Hey YouTube land.
She's back.
I'm back and it's 95 degrees, but it feels like 107. We're not working probably any of this week because it is extremely too hot.
We're gonna take a little break. It's my wife got back Saturday evening from visiting her dad in West Virginia. I was laid up on the couch with his leg. It's doing a little better. The soreness is trying to get out of it. But the heat index all this week, I had, believe it or not, I had jury duty. I thought I was gonna have jury duty all this week. But they picked the jury today. They got a murder trial going on in our county, and fortunately I did not get picked.
Which he should have. He could have rested and been in the air conditioner.
It had good air
week.
conditioning, but I'm glad I wasn't picked. But coming back, I was listening at the weather and it was 99 degrees, heat index was 103, and it hadn't got to the hottest part of the day yet. So we're gonna take it easy this week. My leg really, it's sore. Swelling has gone down, but I'm lucky it didn't do no worse than what it did. But sitting on the couch, thinking we need to make a little video, and I looked at my phone on something and realized that I've had this Wolfe Ridge. I call it my 4.0. It's the same 28 Pro 28C, but I call this as the 4.0. I call my old one the 2.0, and we hope to bring you a video on my old 2.0 hopefully this week. It has arrived at its new owner, but the new owner has not did a video on it, and I'm not going to say or comment on it until he shows it first. So hope to bring that to you. So we're going to do a 30-day review on this new model, on this 28 Pro C compact Wolfe Ridge. The only well, there's a whole lot of difference. But if you look at this one, look at it, it looks the same until you get to diving in and looking at it. Bigger valves. It's got the bigger bore stroke package on it. It's got the extended table, which I don't have the extended table on it now. I'm gonna tell you what I like about this unit, and I'm gonna tell you only the one thing that I don't want to say don't like.
It's not working for you.
But it ain't working right now. And I'll mention that at the last. But this pump here is a two-stage pump, and a lot of times when it's got the horsepower to it, I think this one's got the bigger engine on it. I can't tell. The battery is blocking the front of the engine, but I think the newer model 28 Pro C, it may, don't take my word on this, it may be the same engine as my other one, but I think it's a little more horsepower, not sure. It's got the bigger block on it. It's got the hydraulic cooler on it, and I'll address the hydraulic cooler. I had someone to text me and ask me, how often do the cooler come on in your area? Well, I can answer it, but it ain't a true answer. It hasn't come on because it's so hot down here that we get under the shade tree, we got a fan blowing with a generator, we creating a breeze, and we working enough splitting wood right now just to make a video for y'all. So I can't comment on the cooler now. I know Bob Nelson at Wolfe Ridge told me that if you leave this cooler out in the sunlight, which I've got it unplugged now, if you leave it out in the sunlight, I don't know if you're showing me on camera, that if you leave it plugged up, it can get hot enough sunlight to sit there and run, and may run your battery down. So when not in use, I unplug it. So I can't give an honest answer because we haven't run it 2 or 3 hours because it's been too dang hot. We live in South Carolina where it gets so hot the ground cracks because all the grass is dead right now. I told my wife we ain't gonna cut no yards this week because the grass is dead. do have one at the lake we probably will go cut because it's got a sprinkler system to it. But we're in a country out in the county that we don't have many sprinklers on our lawns, and so when it's dry and it's 100 degrees, the grass just can't take it.
We need some rain, bad.
So, the good points. The power is unbelievable. The big ram, I love it. Or I should say the big ram, the big pushing block. On my 2.0, it had a smaller block. And a lot of times if I tried to, with a 4-way wedge and it got stuck, I could lift this all the way up. And with that smaller block, I could push at the bottom of that wood, and either it would pop it up, unloosen it, or finish splitting. But I can't do that with the bigger wedge. So I gotta be bigger block. I gotta be more careful, just like a video or two ago, I showed it getting stuck and I had to pull it off with a chain. I should have just single wedged it, split it down. It had 4 knots in it. So that trick probably ain't gonna work on this. My wife's favorite part is probably the electric start.
Yeah.
She can crank it and run it. I never had a problem. On the engine, if you pull the rope twice, something's wrong with it if it don't crank up. It just always cranked on the first pull. You choke it, pull the rope, it's gonna crank. The only issue I got with this, it's not an issue, it's just the way I do it. You see, I'm hooked up to my 4-wheeler. If I put this extended table on here and go to make a turn, it will tear your lights out in the back of your 4-wheeler. The tongue is not long enough. You cannot leave. And for the regular people out there that's not making YouTube videos like me, you don't have this problem. But when I put this table on, it rattles a little bit, and I've got to shim it. So you got to constantly shim it. I try putting bolts in it, and that solved the problem. But the only thing is in one location. You can't hook the 4-wheeler to it and put it on the shed if it's coming to rain. But you can't get it out of the eyesight of people going down the road, because you don't want to leave this thing out and give people an opportunity of a 5-finger discount taking it out of your yard. So I have to remove this and I have to shim it so it won't rattle on camera. But other than that, that's the only part, and that's not a negative part. That's just, as a YouTuber trying to create a quality video that don't have background noise, that's something I have to take it off, move it, unhook the 4-wheeler, put it back on, put some kind of a little rubber shim or piece of wood on there so it won't rattle so much while we're videoing. But this extended table, it's worth the aggravation of the 4-wheeler, because while we can split 2 big pieces of wood and it don't fall off on the ground. It saves you back. It saves you time.
And we figured out how to slide it off into one of those IBC totes.
IBC totes. So it's until conveyor, how you say it?
Conveyor.
That too, both of them. Till we get both of them in the yard, and I hope one's coming soon. But I had to buy a damn new refrigerator. Samsung, I'm gonna get on the radio. Samsung, I will never buy a Samsung refrigerator or anything made by Samsung. I bought them one, long story short, from Lowe's. They lemon lawed it out, gave me a new one. This one ain't 8 years old, and it ain't worth a damn. So we went and bought a new refrigerator, bought a GE. I hope it's worth more than the Samsung is, but
we'll find out Friday. We'll get it delivered
that
Friday.
one have my conveyor.
Conveyor.
That one too. All right, I'm off my rant. Samsung, y'all got to do better on refrigerators. We went and bought one, and we told the guy this probably could be fixed.
Thought you were done.
And the guy looked at us and says, we don't work on Samsung because they junk. Now, he could have made money off me and come fixed it. Because I know the guy. He said, we don't work on Samsung. Too many problems.
He threw his hands up, so we're done with Samsung.
We
We don't carry Samsung.
And I bought a lot of stuff. I didn't buy this from him. I bought a new refrigerator today from him. So, that's going to be the video of the day. And I'm sitting here sweating, water running down my back.
It's hot.
So, was anything else hadn't heard anything else from Ralph? Ralph's video this week said he asked for prayers. He had to go to specialist on his leg. I don't know what it is. He just got a problem with his leg, so he asked for prayer. So I'm gonna pass that on to you. Glad to have my wife back in the wood yard, even though
we ain't working.
We ain't doing nothing this week. I'm gonna tell you that now. And we need some rain. Chris, Wolfe, Bob, Nelson. I wish I was close. I loved to went to your show this weekend. They got tons of rain. I looked at the news a while ago. Some parts of Iowa is underwater. I wish we could get some rain down here. So, have I said everything I needed to say?
You did.
You got anything you want to say?
Tom, Tucker, sorry I didn't get to see you while I was up there this time, but you might have been out of town. But keep watching our videos and keep resubscribing.
Tom's the guy I talk about. They done unsubscribed to him 4, maybe 5 times now. So it is happening. I noticed in 2 weeks I hadn't got a new subscriber. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube, but it is what it is. So the 4.0. Scale of 1 to 10, what would you say?
10
plus. I love everything about it. I loved everything about the 4.0. But more power, a lot faster, bigger table. Wife likes the extra electric start. So it checks all the boxes for her and takes all the boxes for me.
So go get you one from Wolfe Ridge.
Wolfe Ridge, contact Chris, Wolfe, Bob Nelson. They'll hook you up. I don't say this very often. If you watch my video, I've said it a couple times on here. Hog Heaven's great food, but better people. I'm going to say the same thing about Wolfe Ridge. They're a great machine. I call them a lifetime machine. If you take care of them, you don't split. For the average homeowner, you buy one of these products, they'll last you a lifetime. Take care of them. But that company stands behind their product. That's something you don't have to worry about. And it's something, I don't say that very much about other people because in the world we live in, you don't get to say that very often. But it's a great product, but a better family. So if you would check Wolfe Ridge out, if you're interested, we call it the 4.0. It is a Pro 28C compact model. Best decision I ever made as far as purchasing a piece of machinery. And hopefully we're gonna get the matching orange conveyor. Go along with it before long. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all stay cool, be safe, drink a lot of fluids, water, Gatorade. I don't think beer counts when it's 110 degrees. That ain't gonna save you. Be safe. Shy. drink a water in between every middle light, Shy. Appreciate y'all spending a little time with us.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Y'all stay cool. This is Reg Outdoors.